Hi there, welcome to Save with Crypto. Okay, so yesterday things didn't quite go as we expected, really. When they added all the ride features, the DEX was down quite a lot. It wasn't connecting particularly well. Transactions were timing out. People were getting frustrated, all that kind of thing. I admit it's not perfect, but it's kind of working. But a lot of things disappointed people. We saw the price of ride go up to, I think it went up to like $5 or $5.60 or something at one point. In my last video, when it was $3.23, I think I said that it's looking way overpriced now. And unfortunately, a lot of people kind of got tempted by the high prices and the high APR that was showing in the farms. And people bought at $4 and maybe even $5, and of course the price came down. Even this graph here in the analytics in the Maiar exchange, this didn't even pick up them big spikes, and people bought them spikes, and now it's down to 127, which I think is probably realistic. When I got the ride yesterday that magically appeared in my wallet, I had 1,000 ride. It was worth about $99, so the price of ride at the start was probably about 10 cents, and now it's like a 12x from there. So obviously the people who got the lottery ticket ride, they're probably very, very happy now. But unfortunately for the people who bought at the high prices, they're probably quite disappointed. A comment I really liked on yesterday's video was from Raymond Nichols, who said they traded their eGold for ride at the start and it was $4. Now if they convert their ride to EGLD, they magically only have a quarter of their EGLD. Most people should have been smart enough not to blow their EGLD on ride at the start, but I can see where they would after the huge rewards and APR at the start, looking at 10,000%, and then down to 200% in a few hours. Probably feels like a rug pull to new investors. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that term, rug pull, here it says, rug pull is a type of scam where developers abandon a project and take the investors' money. There's no way Holoride is that kind of thing. There's way too much, investment in everything, really. And, you've got companies like Audi involved. Audi wouldn't get involved with a company that's doing a rug pull. It's, that would ruin their reputation forever. That's just a crazy thing to say, really. So it's not a rug pull. But looking over on Twitter, it seems like there's some real newbies here. This person here, SJ Insomnia, they said, swapped 16.45 EGLD and now got 0.42. What the hell did they do? That's like, they must have bought at a ridiculous price. Something must have gone terribly wrong there. But then looking down here, this guy Tommy, he said it was due to slippage, people doing 50% or more. It jacked up the price because people really wanted their transaction to go through. Right, now I did warn you about this yesterday. I was saying that you can, up here, you can set your default slippage. Mine's always on 0.1. If it doesn't go through on 0.1, I just don't do it. And what that is, it's this figure here. I don't even know how people selected 50%. I guess they must have gone here, put something like 50% in there. And even then it says, warning, your transaction might be front run. I guess that's what they must have done. So at that point, when the price is going up massively, it will swap at that price, which obviously is complete insanity. I probably should have made that more obvious, but I didn't do any swapping yesterday because, as I said, I thought the price was too high. So what did I do yesterday? Well, if you saw my video from yesterday morning, you'll see that what I did was I created LP tokens for the EGLD ride farm. Now what I used, you can see it over here on this video here, I used 0.3152 EGLD and 1,000 ride. And if you look at it today, this is quite a good example of what happens with these liquidity pools. So if you hover over that eye, you can see that it's composed now of 259 ride as opposed to 1,000. However, my EGLD is 1.26 rather than 0.3. So I've got 4 times the amount of EGLD and about a quarter of the amount of ride. Now that's kind of what happens with these liquidity pools, I believe, and that's why if I was to withdraw now, I might make a loss or I might make a gain. But for now, I'm probably going to leave that. It's earning at 619%. It's only small, so it's only made like $10 overnight. I mean, that said, what I used there was $99 worth of ride and about $99 worth of EGLD. So I spent about $200 there. And today the LP token is worth 663. So that's tripled my money there. So that was quite good. I think while I'm making money, I don't see why other people are losing money. I think people are just FOMOing into things when they see big numbers. So yeah, just try and learn not to do that, really. So moving forward, well, it does seem a bit weird to sort of have this farm going at 619% when you've got the EGLD MEX one at 685. There again, I think Ride now has the potential to increase in value in a more realistic way. And we still don't really know what MEX is going to do. I think MEX over time will go up. I think it might take a little while though. I don't know, Ride could be quite promising. As well, yesterday I put like quite a large amount of LKMEX into this earn Ride feature here, and it's earning Ride quite slowly, to be honest, actually. 112% isn't amazing in the DeFi world, but it's earned $85 worth of Ride since yesterday afternoon. So I might leave this going. I think what I'll probably do, if you go to withdraw here, it says 1% penalty if you withdraw now. 30 hours, 59 minutes left until penalty expires. Okay, so 30 hours. Okay, that'll be tomorrow afternoon. I've got a flight to do tomorrow morning, so I'll be in a different country tomorrow afternoon. So that's probably a good time to look at that and then decide what I'm going to do. Some people looking at this thinking like, why am I bothering about earning $85 a day when I was earning like $1,000 a day yesterday with the LKMEX farm? Okay, well that is true. However, like I said, I think Ride has the potential to increase in value a lot. I don't intend to buy any. I don't think I'm going to swap any either, unless of course the price comes down quite a lot. I mean, at the moment it's on like 126, so maybe if it goes below $1, then I might think about swapping some EGLD for it, but I'm tempted not to for the moment. It is worth mentioning that it is now on CoinGecko, so that's quite cool. There's obviously only a day's worth of data, but it's better than nothing. So generally my strategy is going to be, for the moment, or at least for the next day or so, is I'm going to take the Ride out of here. Let's harvest this Ride. Harvest that. Okay, that's all working pretty well actually. So now if you come up to here, you can see that I've got 68.53 Ride there that I can now combine with a bit of EGLD. And if you notice yesterday, I did have 30 odd EGLD sitting on the side. I was waiting to see what I could do with it. I decided to do nothing with it. So I'll use a bit of that to make some LP tokens to put back in the Ride farm. So let's do that now. This is the same process as we've always done, really. I'm combining with the EGLD, so I'm going to use the maximum Ride. Oh, God. Okay, so in this bit, I realised I'd left the slippage on 50% just when I was showing you what not to do. So do make sure you set the slippage nice and low in the defaults. So just go add liquidity. Okay. That did say slippage exceeded. Let's try that again. Okay, that worked that time. It says here you have wrapped eGold. I'll show you about that in a moment. But for now I'm going to stake this EGLD Ride. So I'm staking that in here. Currently worth $703. So I'll stake the LP. That's what I'm staking. Leave it on the 10x for the higher rewards. Okay, adding farm stake. Okay, that's added. Okay, so you can see my EGLD Ride farm is worth $902 now. Okay, so about this wrapped eGold. Now this seems to happen when them kind of errors happen, like the slippage was exceeded or something like that. You can just unwrap it and turn it back into EGLD. Or if you want, if for example you're creating new liquidity, you can actually select the wrapped eGold there. Now, I believe by leaving it wrapped, it saves on fees and all that kind of thing, so if you can leave it wrapped, do so. The only reason you need EGLD as opposed to wrapped EGLD is to pay fees, and as we know, the fees are quite small. So generally in your account, if you've got even a small amount of EGLD, that'll be fine to cover the fees. And then if you end up with wrapped eGold, you can always use that for other things, or you can unwrap it. Unwrapping it, there is a little fee. I believe it's basically because everything that happens internally is all done with wrapped eGold and not eGold. Okay, I was going to show you how to make the LP tokens with the wrapped eGold and LKMEX and then put it back into this farm, but I just plugged the figures into the calculator, so I got the principal there. So I'd be withdrawing on the farm that makes 686% and putting it back in one that makes 686%, which means to get the optimum compound effect, I would need to be harvesting when it's on $213, which is going to take 2.33 hours. So looking at the larger one here, this is on currently only on $21, so I won't show that for the moment. I might do it later actually, but yeah, for now that's the state of things for me. So I'm looking at what to do with this farm sometime tomorrow afternoon. I'm leaving my EGLD MEX farms chugging away nicely. My EGLD ride farm is now a little bit bigger. It's now $919 worth, 0.4 of an LP. I've still got a reasonable chunk of EGLD on the side, and the only way I'll swap that into Holoride is if I see Holoride go below $1. In fact, to be honest, I'm looking at more like 50 cents really before I get interested. So that's what I'm doing for now. Okay, so it's probably not quite the most positive video I've done for a while, but I think yesterday was an interesting day. It was a good experience, certainly. Really sorry for those people who lost money, but I think you know why it happened now, and I think you won't do it again in the future. So it's all part of the crypto learning journey, I'm afraid. That's how it goes. But for those who made money, great, I certainly did, so I'm happy. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, or you're a bit jealous because I made some money and you didn't, click dislike twice. Please do leave a comment. Make sure you're subscribed, tick the notification bell, and above all, tell your friends.